The Low Moor Explosion. On the 21st to the 24th of August 1916 is when it happened. Yes, over a few days. It'll become clear as I go on. The factory in question where this happened was manufacturing picric acid to be used as an explosive for the war effort. Low Moor Chemical Company were already making the acid in question. During the war, the government took over the factory and renamed it Factory Number 182, Yorkshire. The factory's output went through the roof. Before the war, they were making... I can't remember the quote. I didn't write it down. But after the government took over, they more than doubled, tripled their output. It was incredible. And on the day in question, things were normal, as these things go, until a small fire started on site, probably in one of the magazines. And this was followed by a small explosion. A series of smaller explosions shook the factory as the on-site fire crew attempted to tackle the blaze. Bradford City firemen from Odsall and Nelson Street were dispatched to the factory. At 3:16 p.m, a massive explosion blew up the factory, and 6 firemen were killed outright, and their fire appliance was destroyed. Destroyed. Pieces of it were found several miles away. One of the firemen, Superintendent Forbes, was awarded the Albert Medal for his efforts. He heroically pulled many of his colleagues to safety before collapsing himself, which is incredible. The explosion caused flying debris to puncture a nearby gas holder, and that caused an even bigger explosion, the heat of which was felt a mile away. The fireball was visible from as far away as York, and the sound carried for well over 100 miles. Can you imagine? It's just an incredible explosion. The damage, of course, was very extensive. All in all, there were over 20 explosions on the first day. The fires were not fully extinguished for another 3 days. By the 4th day, 20 bodies were recovered. Over 2,000 homes were damaged, and all houses within 2 miles had their windows blown out. The total death toll was 40, and the injuries were well over 100. Some of the 6 dead firemen had to be identified by the number on their axes. Just tells you how bad it must have been. And the firemen in question were all from the Bradford Fire Brigade, apart from one chap. And they are as follows: Joseph Edmund Binns, aged 29. Eli Buckley, aged 29. Edgar Shaw, aged 24. Charles Sugden, aged 44. Knighton Pridmore, aged 48. And Fred Normington, no age given. And also a gentleman from the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Fire Brigade, Henry Richard Tunks, also no age given for him.